I mean, when I say black, I mean completely black. So that's just how strong the medicine is, y'all. By the second round, my hair was coming out in clumps, and I shaved my head before chemotherapy because I would rather just be completely bald than watch my hair come out in clumps. But it was coming out in clumps as I brushed it. It was just clumps. I might still have a photo of that I had sent to my sister. If so, I will insert it. If not, just take my word for it. It was coming out in clumps. So I'm like, you know what? I'd rather just be bald. I did shave it until I finished chemotherapy because I didn't want to have patches of hair everywhere, you know, and I thought that would make me feel worse. So I went on and just shaved it off myself. No, I went to the barbershop the first time and then I shaved it after that, just so it could be even. So let's talk about the mental, emotional toll. Who am I now? Who am I now? And this is not a speech. I just want to stay on point. Now, people talk about surviving cancer, but they don't talk about surviving what comes after. Again, you'll hear me keep saying cancer is the gift that keeps on giving because that's how I feel. Every single day is such a struggle for me, especially with the neuropathy. I can't keep my balance. I'm having a lot of body aches, headaches sometimes, just painful, just very, very painful. And again, that's the chemotherapy trying to get out of your system. It's not an overnight thing. It's not a quick fix. It's not magic. I have been struggling with weight gain, hair loss, losing my breast, all the things that made me question my femininity and self-worth. As you can imagine, being a married woman, losing your breast, being sick, it's mentally straining, mentally stressful. I just wonder, like, oh, will my husband look at me the same? Am I still beautiful in his eyes? And I still, I still struggle with it every day. Like trying to wear my natural hair, just trying to be Lori. It's a struggle. Okay. Saying goodbye to my breast. Let's talk about this double mastectomy. Did I have to get a double mastectomy? Absolutely no. You are provided choices. So once I finished my chemotherapy and I had a scan, they give you a full body scan, my cancer was in remission. I had no signs of cancer. The lump that I had was completely gone from the chemotherapy. You're still given a choice. Even though the cancer is gone from the scan, what they offered me, this is my journey. So anyone you know that may have had breast cancer may have had a completely different journey. This is just my journey. It's not a one size fits all. Everyone has a completely different journey. I was given the option to have a lumpectomy, which is where they will cut out the area around where the lump was, and they'll cut that area out, and depending on how big your lump was, that will determine how big the area they will cut. And once they do that, you can either, if it's a big size, if it's a big size area, you can get breast reconstruction. However, most of the time you can just do the lumpectomy because all breasts are not the same size, but most women, they just do the lumpectomy. If it's a small area, I chose to get a double mastectomy due to my family history and just to try to reduce my risk for the breast cancer returning. My oncologist did let me know it's not a greater chance for it not to return by getting double mastectomy. For me, it just gave me a little sense of security. I didn't want to go through that again. I really didn't. I did not want to go through chemotherapy again. So in my mind, I'm thinking I'm going to reduce my risk. Now, that's just me. Again, that is just me. Waking up, my breasts were not completely flat because I knew ahead of time that I would get the breast reconstruction surgery. So what they do is insert what they call tissue expanders. And it looks kind of like a silicone breast, and you have those in your breast, and you go every week to the doctor and they expand the tissue expanders, which stretches your skin. They take out all your breast, it will be completely flat. So I didn't want to be completely flat, which is the tissue expanders. And each week you go and get your skin expanded, which is the tissue expander. You get your skin expanded until you get to the size that you would like your breast to be. So when I woke up, I wasn't completely flat. I did have the tissue expanders, and they stick a like a needle in your breast, and they insert some more saline in the tissue expanders, makes it expand bigger, 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 as you can see. Bigger, bigger, bigger. So that's one surgery I had, the double mastectomy. Then I go back, get the tissue expanders out, and okay, let me keep track. So then after the tissue expanders, I go for the reconstruction. Now the reconstruction, I got what's called a deep flap surgery. What it is similar to a tummy tuck, where they take all the fat out of your stomach and use it to make your breast tissues. So that's what I did, kind of like a BBL, but for my breast. They took the fat out of my stomach, put it in my breast to make my breast. I was a size probably 34B before my reconstruction. The doctor said, "Hey, what size do you want to be?" I'm like, "I make them big as I can." So right now I'm like a 38 double D. So I had a little fun with that. But it wasn't a fun surgery. It was like I think the surgery was about 9 hours, because you got to think you're doing two surgeries. You're doing surgery on your stomach and doing surgery on your breast. When you get the deep flap surgery, they tell you you will have to go for a reconstruction because it's such a long surgery. They're not trying to perfect it. Now, these surgeries that I'm discussing, the surgical oncologist did my mastectomy, my plastic surgeon did my deep flap and breast reconstruction. So it's a long surgery. They don't want to keep you back there a long time. So they're just trying to get to it. Once you, I think it's about 3 months. After 3 months, you go back in, you let them know, hey, you need any changes, etc. Now, with my double mastectomy, I could not get a nipple sparing surgery because my breast cancer was in my milk duct. So I couldn't get a nipple sparing surgery. So I did have to have my nipples removed. So I didn't have any nipples. When I went back after the 3 months to have it revised, I did get nipples, and I got my scar on my stomach revised as well because it was a little crooked. So I got that done with the next surgery. Now, after you get that surgery, you can also get nipples tattooed on your breast. I didn't want to do that. I was tired of surgeries. I was sick of them. And I'm okay with the, like the areola part. You can get that tattoo where it looks a little normal. Of course, I cannot show you guys how mine look on YouTube, but mine look pretty normal, like regular nipples. My doctor did a great job. Dr. Haddock here in Dallas, Texas, the #1 breast cancer reconstructive surgeon, and mine look like nipples. And plus, I ain't like I'm finna be out in a bikini. I'm 52 years old. I'm okay with it. As long as it looks good in my clothes. So yes, that was a final surgery. So yeah, I have a lot of scars. I got the deep flap. I got the breast reconstruction. I got the scars from my drains from all the surgeries. But you know what? Like I said, my mother wasn't here to talk about her scar. Is not here to talk about her scar. So I'm just gonna be okay with it. I'm going to be okay with it. And another thing, the financial reality of cancer, the part nobody warns you about. Even with insurance, cancer is expensive. I was left with over $14,000 in medical costs. That's my cost. My complete medical costs were over $400,000. Over $400,000 from March 2023 to now, February 2025, over $400,000. And my portion was over $14,000 that I'm still paying. And here's the thing: there's hidden costs, the prescription costs. Now, my prescriptions were not very expensive, but the wigs, the post-surgery garments that you need, and all of that stuff is very costly. Okay, so if you're currently going through your treatments and you have medical costs, please look into nonprofit organizations that will help. Talk to the hospital that you're being treated at. They have financial assistance. Yeah, look into those things. Now, cancer took a lot from me, but it did not take my spirit. And again, even with my shaky voice, y'all, I promise you, I am happy. I learned to appreciate life like I had never done before. I stopped waiting for the perfect moment and started living. I'm embracing my body, my healing, my joy. I'm trying to work on it, embracing this hair, but I'm struggling with that. If you're watching this, I want you to know you are more than you lost. I want you to know that. For real. From one pink sister to another, you are more than whatever you have lost. Whether it be friends, family, a job, a man, your breasts, your hair, you are much more than everything you've lost. You are still beautiful, you are still worthy, and you are here for a reason. And I'm talking to myself while I'm talking to y'all. Okay, my final thoughts, my life lessons. Self-love isn't just about how you look. It's about how you feel about yourself, scars and all. Your body may change, but your soul remains powerful. Honor that. Healing is not just physical. Take care of your mental health also. That's so much more important, is your mental health. Financial trauma is real. Get help when you can and be your own best advocate. Live now. Don't wait for the perfect moment to appreciate life. If I could go back and tell my newly diagnosed self anything, this is what it would be. You are stronger than you think. Hair grows back, your body will heal, your soul will shine again. It's okay to grieve what you've lost, but don't forget to celebrate what you've survived. You are not alone. There is a whole sisterhood of survivors who understand. My hospital, where I was getting my chemotherapy at, they started a group that meets monthly, and it's just good to be able to talk to and share, advocate with other women that have experienced the same things as you have. So I'm sure most people, most hospitals or nonprofit organizations may have a group. So look into that, even if it's virtually, which our group usually does meet virtually on the most part. To all my warriors out there, whether you're fighting, healing, or supporting someone who is, just know you are not alone. Your journey is valid. Your strength is unmatched, and your story isn't over yet. This is my life after breast cancer, and I'm still standing. Stronger, wiser, and more grateful than ever. If this video resonates with you, please like, comment, and share. Be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you'll know when I upload new videos. And if you're on your own healing journey, drop a comment below. I love to hear your story. Sending you all love, light, and strength. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Cancer tried to break me, but it has built me into something even stronger. Thank you so much for watching until the end. If you need just a listening ear or any advice, if I don't know the information, I will be sure to point you in the right direction. Men, please make sure that your wives are getting a mammogram. You play a part in this too. There is a small percentage of breast cancer diagnoses that do happen for men, but men, please advocate for your wives, your sisters, your daughters. Remind them to get their mammograms. Go with them if you must. Please, if you're in the Dallas area and you are afraid, you need somebody to go to your mammogram with you, I'm available. I promise I am available. I will go with you. I just need a little notice, but I'll go with you, hold your hand while you're going. And if you want a listening ear, you can follow me here, my Instagram or my email address. Everything is RSVP with Lori. My email is rsvpwithlori@gmail.com. All the information will be in my description box. Thank you guys.